Hello everyone. Good morning. Welcome to this 10 a.m. class. This I think series is going on. You've changed timings a little. You changed it to. I think when we began as a 9 a.m. class, but then it got shifted to 7 a.m. and then we are again back at 10 because there was some request from some people. So let me see if I'm online or not. And let me send the reminder to the groups. Online or not. And let me send the reminder to the groups. Online or not. And let me send the reminder to the groups. Online or not. Okay. So, yes. So we were talking about that we have done a lot of work in last 3 months. Please, if you're facing some challenges, you can type specific topics. You can search, and our videos are going to help you. You can go to the previous older videos on Just Cat channel, and we have done a lot of work. May we not be able to. Maybe the videos don't have so many likes or so many views, or they haven't received the kind of attention they should have, but we have really done a lot of quality work when it comes to delivering whatever we could in the short time which we had, because we began in the very last week of August, and then we had a few number of days and months to prepare the content and to deliver it to you. And it was new for most of us. At least I was new to the online training and coaching platform as such. Now, so please go back to those videos, look at them, ask questions, ask doubts, join the Telegram group which we have for which we have pasted a link below. And at the same time, ask questions in those groups. In the Telegrams group, we are doing a lot of work. We are posting daily questions. We are asking doubts. I'm sending notes. So all the things are happening. So my name is Anupam. I'm responsible for more than 3,200 hours of cat training overall, and train more than 3,700 students per cat. I have also developed verbal ability questions for GMAT. Please download and subscribe Unacademy app. Go to Plus, go to Cat, and subscribe. So a lot of features are free on the app. So those features are like your free special classes and your free quizzes. But at the same time, if you're looking for the test series, the questions, the doubt solving sessions, and your full length test series, then it will be extremely important to it'll be very, very important if you take up this plan. 6 months is I think most beneficial, because it comes down to around 14,000 for 6 months, and because your GDPI and everything else will get over just by May of 2021, and 24 months for the 20 people who are writing CAT in 2021, because that is when you will be able to, because it's only in 2022 when April, March, when you will be able to the entire process will get over. So please use the code Saxena Live to get 10% discount, 15,750 for 12 months, and for 24 months 18,900. So yeah, when it comes to paragraph summary questions, I think writing your own summary is extremely important. If you have written your own summary, what will happen? You will be given a paragraph, and then you have to write a you have to write you have to choose that which of the questions or the options they have the best summary of or they have their summary is best if we refer to the paragraph given above. Now what happens is that the paragraphs are generally a little difficult, if not very difficult. They are not easy as such. And and another layer of difficulty they place is that they in the options they keep options close. 1, 2, they use a lot of words which were used in the actual paragraph. So it is a very high chance that there's a very high chance that that they use so it can become a little difficult for you to manage those questions. So the best way out is that you actually write your own summary before you go and read the options. Avoid options that are contrary to the spirit of the paragraph. So you have to avoid the options that are so the options which are opposite, which are talking about something which has not been which has not been said in the paragraph. It was never mentioned. I think you have to avoid those options. Central idea and summary of a paragraph are almost the same. They will also be of same length. So yeah, if you're talking about paragraph, a paragraph summary will also be of 1 or 2 lines, and the central idea of a paragraph will also be of 1 to 2 lines. So they will be of almost same length, and they will be almost the same. It's because if you were talking about summary of a reading comprehension, then a summary of a reading comprehension that consists of around 4 to 5 paragraphs. The summary of such an RC will be around 1 or 1 and a half paragraph, because summary generally boils down to the 1/3 of the length of the entire length of the RC. Central idea happens to be a very short 1 or 2 lines or 3 lines. It sort of conveys what is the main idea, what is the primary crux, or what was the main motivation or the agenda behind writing this entire piece. What is this trying to convey? That is conveyed in a couple of lines. So what happens when you're talking about a paragraph, summary is also of 1 or 2 lines, because summary again comes down to 1/3 of the total length, and central idea will also be of 1 or 2 lines. So that's how. Understanding the primary purpose of the paragraph is very important. So yeah, this is true that understanding the primary purpose of the paragraph is very important. That if you have understood the primary purpose of the paragraph, primary purpose of the paragraph is the reason why the story was written in first place. Okay. So primary purpose actually tells you that, okay, if a author is talking, is the central idea of a piece is that some tribe in the state of Jharkhand, they are falling prey to a particular kind of disease because they are eating, say, a particular kind of fruit from a particular forest. So this is the central idea of this of a paragraph given, for example. So what will be the purpose of this paragraph? The purpose of the paragraph is to sensitize or inform the audience or the reader about the health hazard which is being caused, which the tribals are facing because of their eating habits. So you can also see that primary purpose is will be, say, the description of what the author is going to write. It can also be your say, if a task is given to a person to write something, what would have been the title of that task. So it is like that. All right, let's try and solve some questions here. For each of the past 3 years, temperatures have hit peaks not seen since the birth of meteorology, and probably not storm fronts. As the air above them warms, it holds more water vapor. For every half of a degree Celsius is warming, there is about 3% increase. So if you just see this particular till this part, the paragraph is talking about what? The paragraph is saying that the storms which are happening now, they are more powerful. They are wetter. Okay. And they're saying that, and then they're giving reasons. Then they're giving that this has not happened since 1 lakh years. This has not happened, and the reason why this is happening is that as a sea worm, they evaporate more easily and provide energy to the storm fronts. As the air above them warms, it holds more water vapor. For every half a degree Celsius is warming, there is about a 3% increase in atmospheric moisture content. Scientists call this Clapeyron equation. This means skies will fill more quickly and have more to dump. The storm surge was greater because sea levels have risen 20 centimeters as a result of more than 100 years of human related global warming, which has melted glaciers and thermally expanded the volume of seawater. So basically they're giving they're telling that the purpose of this piece is to emphasize that the storms which are coming now, they are powerful, they are wet, and what is the reason behind them. So this is what is the main idea, main concern here. Okay. Let's try and read the options. Storm Harvey is one of the regular annual ones from Gulf Mexico. Global warming and Harvey are unrelated. No, global warming and Harvey are very much they're very much present. They are the storm surge was greater because of the sea levels have risen 20 centimeters as a result of 100 years of human related global warming. So they are related, and hence this particular part is wrong. Global warming does not breed storms but makes them more destructive. So global warming does not breed storm. This can be inferred in a way, and makes them more destructive is clearly mentioned. But the Clapeyron equation, Clapeyron equation is nothing but it is a formula, or it's a derivation which is used in thermodynamics, in physics, and it's also used in chemistry. So if you I think this will come up somewhere in mechanical engineering and thermodynamics, and it will also come in, say, if you study IIT or medical level physics concepts. medical entrance level concept, and this will also come in chemistry. This will also come in if you do BSc and MSc in physics, there also this idea will come up. So basically this talks about that this equation is relevant to that the amount of heat is present, the amount of warmth is present, it'll make the it'll give more power to the entire ecosystem, and it will definitely it will be more wetter. But says that the Clapeyron equation, though it predicts potential increase in atmospheric moisture content, cannot predict the scale of damage storms might wreak. Now the problem is that we were talking in this entire paragraph about what? That the storms are more powerful now, and the reason behind them, that is global warming, right? But this particular line, this particular summary is not talking about the storms or how they become more powerful, but it is talking about an equation which was given just as a sub idea. So a sub idea or a smaller part of the paragraph of the piece given has been presented as the entire story, which is incorrect. Global warming melts glaciers, resulting in seawater volume expansion. It enables more water vapor to fill the air above faster. This modern storms contain more destructive energy. So it says that global warming melts glaciers, resulting in seawater volume expansion. This enables more water vapor to fill the air faster. Thus, yeah, this is correct. That this is what we're trying to talk about. That the global warming melts glaciers, resulting in sea volume expansion, and this is mentioned here also. And this enables more water vapor to fill the air above faster. Thus, modern storms contain more destructive energy. It is naive to think that rising sea levels and force of tropical storms are unrelated. Harvey was destructive as global warming has armed it with more moisture content, but it may not be true of all forms. So it is naive to think that that rising sea levels and the force of tropical storms are Okay, so it says that it is naive to think that they are unrelated. That means that they're related, and Harvey was destructive as global warming is armed with more moisture content, but this may not be true of all storms. So this was, the thing is that this particular option number D, it is why it is incorrect, because it doesn't talk about the crux of the paragraph given here. The crux of the paragraph was talking about that this global warming makes it more powerful, makes this entire thing more powerful, and the storms powerful, and why they happen. D says it is naive to think that the rising sea levels and force of tropical storms are unrelated. Harvey was destructive as global warming is armed with more moisture content, but saying that this idea that this may not be true of all storms, this was never mentioned. And it has also talked about rising sea levels, but it doesn't connect it with the global warming, and not does it talk about the melting glaciers. Then says that Harvey was destructive as global warming has armed it with more Martian content. So this, it is little awry, and it is not talking about the main issue, which is global warming making the storms, the modern storms, more powerful, which is the main crux of this idea. This is the right answer. Next read. I'm sorry. A distinguishing feature of language is our ability to refer to absent things, known as displaced reference. A speaker can bring distant reference to mind in absence of an obvious is stimuli. Thoughts, though not limited to here and now, can pop into our heads for unfathomable reasons. This ability to think about distant things necessarily precedes the ability to talk about them. Thought precedes meaningful referential communication. A prerequisite for the emergence of human-like meaningful symbol is that the mental categories they relate to can be invoked even in the absence of immediate is stimuli. A distinguishing feature of language is our ability to refer to absent things known as displaced reference. So it's talking about that we can refer to things which are absent known as displaced reference. A speaker can refer to a distant reference to mind in absence of an obvious is stimuli. So it appears that this is the main crux because it's talking about reference too many times. Thoughts not limited to here and now can pop into our heads for unfathomable reasons. The thoughts can come into our mind for unfathomable means for things which we cannot understand the reason behind them or why they're happening. This ability to think about the distant things necessarily precedes the ability to talk about them. It says that this ability to think about distant things, it necessarily precedes the ability to talk about them. Thoughts precedes meaningful referential. So again, they are referring to two ideas. Ability to think precedes ability to talk about them. And thought precedes meaningful referential communication. A prerequisite for the emergence of human-like meaningful symbol is that the mental categories they relate to can be evoked even in the absence of immediate stimuli. So that they've said in an earlier also. So that is the idea here, that they are talking about that we can refer to absent things, and our ability to think about them precedes the ability to talk about them, and thought precedes a meaningful referential communication. That is what it says. One says that though thoughts precede all speech acts. So this saying that thought precedes all speech act, this was never mentioned. Okay. Displaced reference is particular to humans and thoughts pop into our heads for no reason. They're saying displaced reference is particular to humans and thoughts pop into our heads for no reason. So displays reference is particular to humans. Now, this was never mentioned that this displays reference only happens to humans. It says that it is a distinguishing feature of our language, but it doesn't say that this a prominent feature. But it doesn't say that other beings or other animals where they cannot reference to things other than us. And thoughts pop into our heads for no real reason. This is also correct, but the main crux was referring to the ability to refer to absent things and ability to think about distant things, which precedes the ability to talk about them. So thoughts are essential to communication, and only humans have ability. Thoughts are essential to communication. This was never mentioned. This was mentioned only for the case of when we are referring to things which are distinct things. Then we need to think about them according to the passage given. And only humans have the ability to think about objects not present in us. This was also never mentioned. The ability to think about objects not present in our environment precedes the development of human communication. So they say saying that the ability to think about objects. So since we have successfully eliminated 1, 2, and 3, we naturally know that fourth one is the answer. But still, the ability to think about objects not present in our environments precede the development of human communication. This was given here, so this is the right answer. Right. Okay, please ask me if there are any doubts. I see a couple of people might have joined. All right, Unacademy subscription offers you live classes, ability to interact with the educator, live polls and leaderboards, test series and analysis, and live doubt clearing sessions. And use the code Saxena Live to get 10% discount. At the same time, there are a lot of free features such as quizzes and is special classes which you can avail the benefits of. Thank you very much. Join us at 2 p.m. There will be a special class about certain things which we don't discuss normally around CAT. So it's a class which special class doesn't mean that it will happen on the app, although special classes happen on the app. But this series 2 p.m. is a little different. This will talk about things related and around CAT. All right, take care.